Yo, cookie dough. Welcome back to the garage. This video was supposed to be about that thing running. And in great build fashion, garage build DIY fashion, it didn't happen. So while we wait for Holley to test my ECU, we're going to take care of some loose ends. Let's get started. All right, so if this looks a little weird, it's because I cut the living daylights out of it, okay? This is a new piece too. These things run a couple $100, 100 and a quarter, something like that new, through like Corvette Central or something. 99% of the ones you're gonna find, the original ones that are out of the car, even the ones that are in it probably, are broken right where my thumb's at. Either way, yes, it is aluminum. It is aluminum because I cut it and it sucked to cut with a grinder. Anyways, long and short, I have to make a custom dash. So, all right, so currently I've got Holley's 6.86 digital dash. I've got this really cool kicker stereo, and I've got a kill switch. So I gotta make these fit in there. So, all right, first things first, I make this template, okay? And all I'm trying to do, create as much surface area as I can because I don't have a lot of real estate and I gotta fit all this stuff. So, all right, so the next part of the project is to figure out the side profile. Just playing around with cardboard. And that's what I came up with. The next challenge is how am I gonna connect all of this, right? It's aluminum. I'm probably making this out of sheet metal. Accessibility, you know, what am I gonna do? Anyways, I found these guys. What they are is Harley Davidson uses these for accessories on their bikes somewhere. I don't know. I found them on eBay. They're knurled. They're nice and healthy with a little metal gasket. Anyways, check this out. All right, well, before I dig into that, I turn this into this. This is the face. Relief for the harness, right? Nice, fits perfect. I've got the hole for this guy. That's a little big, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that. And then, yeah, I just got this plate. The original shutoff did not come with it. And so this is what I'm going for, right? This is the first version, first iteration. We'll see how it turns out. So it slides underneath the AC ducts, right? Don't forget I have to clear this, right? But this little section here bolts in. There's enough room to where I can actually slide the sheet metal right under here. And then I just make some reliefs for the fasteners. And it damn near hold itself. But what I did is I found a little bit of room. There. Sorry, guys. Okay. A little adjusting still yet. Thumb screws. Boom. Go. If I need to get into it, get into my Holley, get into my harness, do anything, replace this, I'm done. This is about a 1/4 inch thick in a couple of different places, but that's the game plan for keeping it secure. It's about $5 for these, a pair of thumb screws. All right, so I have these little pieces cut, these little sides. I messed with it for a little bit and I got a little bit of messing still yet to do. This is it. Looks good. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, so off in this corner, Picking up where I left off yesterday.
A little nicer. Fabric's going to end up going over this.
I created this thing. A little questionable. Had to kind of rig, like, you know, that's really thin. So anyways, slept on it. Was like, need to do a better job, of course. If I had a dime for every time I did things twice, I could actually afford to do some of them a third time. Built that panel. It's not a third time. It's not. Anyways, yet, it just I took my time and laid it out just a little bit better. Work on the recessed part of this so it has somewhere to sit and bolt to. So all right, that's what I'm working on. A lot nicer, huh? Yeah. Yep. Literally just went to Home Depot and bought some 22 gauge sheets, some 2x3 sheets, all right, some 6-inch by ripped down 24-inch sheets, and just ripped down, created this little recessed panel. And look, let's keep it real. Like, it looks like dog doo-doo, but it's not going anywhere. And I'm still gonna clean it up a little bit. And then at the end of the day, this is all getting covered. Remember, we're gonna wrap this, so it's the stereo will sit recessed. So we're gonna work on that. Gaps. It's not gonna be super tight. So next up, little cup. All right, so again, I just ripped down a piece of 22 gauge, and I just tacked it to this little ring. I cut so it doesn't look as industrial. It looks a little bit more thought out. All right, here it is, finished product. Industrial looks a little bit more thought out. So, and see what everything looks like. All right. Now I'll probably put rivets in. I don't know, whatever looks best after I cover that with suede or whatever fabric I want to cover it in. But everything's recessed. There's still a little cleanup to do, but it's gonna fit quite nicely. There's the back side. All right, well, I can check that off the list. Turned out I'm pretty happy with it. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. A couple evenings in the garage. The fact that I'm using a flat screen and I want a radio with Bluetooth and all that jazz, like, that's a lot in a small area. I'm not sure I would put anything else in this area. If anything, I would move my disconnect and do something else. But I also have a few other areas on the shifter plate. There's a big placard there, and I can do some other things with that. So anyways, a couple evenings, a little MIG welder, some Home Depot sheet metal, and I burnt my hand a bunch of times. Did it twice. Looks all right. So anyways, waiting on the Holley. Hopefully in the next week or so I'll hear back from that, from them, know what's going on with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you on the next one.